the deals that you can structure, they're all very different. Retainer, you can have the advertiser do the media spend for you, and then you get paid on a performance basis, which is you just tell them what you're charging them per lead. And then from that point on, it's your job to try to generate leads for less than that. So by doing so, you control your margins, right? You don't let the advertiser control your margins. Where normally what happens with a lot of these agencies, they'll come in and they'll say, okay, I'm going to charge you a retainer and I'm going to charge you a percentage of the spend. And that's all great, but you're leaving money on the table. At the end of the day, if they're going to scale and spend more money on advertising, it's working for them. Okay? So you want to take advantage of this and bet on you, right? And I'll give you an example of that. I was talking to someone earlier as I was a guest on another podcast, and he was explaining to me that he represents a company where they are going to scale to about $800,000 in spend, right? And he said when that happens, his fee will be $78,000. Okay? Sounds like a pretty good monthly fee, right? Well, one, if you're spending $800,000, you're going to be spending a lot of time on that business. And two is if someone's spending $800,000, it's working. So in the same scenario, hypothetically, let's say we did a deal with somebody that we said, we're charging them $2 per lead, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to generate 400,000 leads for them. Okay? Now, if you did this where you generated those leads at $1, your cost would be $200,000. Right? So your net on this would be plus $200,000. So the person I was speaking to is like, oh, we're going to get $78,000 for a retainer fee. That's awesome, man. But you're leaving $122,000 a month on the table. If you multiply that times 12, you're talking about what, like $1.6 million in net profit? It's definitely north of $1 million, right? So there's ways to do it where you can set a deal up where there's not as much risk on the front end, add value, right? Your expertise is, you know how to take this entire method and do it for them, right? You're going to generate leads for them. You're going to then segment these leads. You're then going to create custom messaging with them. And their conversion rates are going to go up. Their whole business is going to change. And they may not want to do it, right? And for you, once you do it a few times and you start to get the hang of it, it's turnkey, right? Like I said earlier, one market ends, you just take that same method and you bring it to another business and start generating leads for them. What you really want to do is you want to kick butt on one industry, find a way to manage that, and then go find another client. And then go find another client. And then go find another client. Because at the end of the day, people always need leads.